Okay, so my name is Chico Emmanuel. Some of you here already know me, and privileged to be the user acquisition specialist at Bixex. And yeah, I'm a salesperson. I write, and I also do a couple of other things. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to help you guys understand how best you can use Bixex and how we can help your freelancing career. Just like the title of the webinar says, step-by-step guide on how to earn your first $500 on Bixex. This webinar would help you know how you can create an account on Bixex, the features of Bixex, how you can create gigs on Bixex, how you can bid on gigs on Bixex, and some other things that you could do with the Bixex app. So I would encourage all of you to listen, ask questions when necessary. Don't be ashamed to ask questions. Don't be embarrassed to ask questions. Nobody's going to laugh at you. Yeah, so this is actually the first Zoom webinar session we are holding to help people understand how they can utilize Bixex. Yeah, so we're glad you're able to make it, you're able to create time from your schedule to attend this webinar session. And we are confident and hopeful that you'll gain a lot at the end of this session. We're hoping to conclude this session in an hour or less. So yeah, so let's begin. Yeah. So first of all, why did we create Bixex? Why was Bixex created? Right. So Bixex was created to help freelancers, right, and business owners. Basically, there are two groups of people that make up Bixex. Two groups. The first group is the freelancers, and the second group is the business owners. The freelancers are the people that provide a service. These people are people that have different kind of skills. It could be copywriting, it could be digital marketing, it could be UI UX, it could be programming, it could be voiceover artist, any skill you know you can deliver to someone and the person can pay you for that. These are the freelancers. They are also called the sellers. All right, they are the sellers. They are selling their skill. They have a service they have to offer in exchange for money. All right. And the second group are the business owners. These are the people that need these freelancers. All right. These business owners they have small or large scale businesses, and they might also have projects that they will need these freelancers that are skilled to deliver to them for a certain amount of money. All right, so these are the two groups of people that make up Bixex. Now, these freelancers or these sellers can also be termed, either you call them freelancers or you call them sellers or you call them job seekers, because they are there to get jobs, right? Yeah, some of them also might not be freelancing, they might not be selling their service, but they're there to get jobs, all right? To get jobs from hiring managers or to get jobs from business owners directly or to network, all right? So basically, these are the two groups of people that make up Bixex, all right? So I think most of you here fall under the freelancer group, which are also known as the sellers, right? Good. So that is it. These are the two groups of people that are involved in Bixex. Now let's progress to how to create an account on Bixex. All right. So we're going to do two things. We're going to create an account for first the employer, and after that, we'll create an account for the job seeker. Okay. After we're done creating the accounts, we'll progress to the next stage of the employer, how he can create projects or deals, and also the freelancer, how he can create a project. So I don't know, can you hear me? If you can hear me, I want to be sure all of you here can hear me. So if you can hear me, kindly drop a message in the chat box. So kindly indicate in the chat section that you can hear me so that I don't keep talking to it's not as if I'm talking to myself. So I'll be sure all of you can hear and follow me. All right. So I'll appreciate if you drop a message in the comments in the chat session so that I'll be sure that you can hear me. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So You can hear me. All right, so let's progress to how you can create an account on Bixex for the business owner. All right, so I will share my screen in a moment so that we could get on with that. Okay, just give me a moment so that's right. Okay, okay, so all right, so yeah, so we want to learn how we can create an account as an employer first before we move ahead to the job seeker who is also the freelancer. All right, so let's say the name of our employer is, let's say his name is John Terry. Okay, so this is John Terry. Let's go to Bixex, bixex.com. Okay, so this is bixex.com. This is the home page. All right, so you come to join now. So you click on join now and you fill your details. All right, so let's say his name is John Terry. His email address, JT, J Terry Global at gmail.com. All right, country, let's use Nigeria. Let's use England. Let's use United States. United States, all right. States, let's say Ohio. All right, then here, let's say Delaware. Okay, so password, what we use as our password, let's say his password is, okay, so that's it. He has filled his details. He clicks on I accept the terms and conditions. And then the next thing he does is to click on sign, create new account, right? So Mr. John Terry, who is an employer, is creating his account. So he has filled his details and clicks on create account. So after he clicks on create account, okay, so we need to adjust the password. Okay, let me adjust. All right, so when you're creating when you're adding your password, you might need to use mixture of letters and figures so that the app will be Bixex app will be able to accept it. So it clicks on create new account. All right, so he has to go to his email to confirm this. So okay. So he checks his email. So once you fill that detail the first time, you will need to come to your email to activate your account. So Mr. John Terry comes to his email, he sees his activation link, and he clicks on activate your account, right? So when he clicks on it, activate your account, all right? So takes him back to Bixex, right? He types his email, Terry Global at gmail.com. And then he inserts his password. Okay. All right, so he signs in. Okay, now, so yeah, so the account has been confirmed. Now it says, let's customize your experience. You have to describe yourself. Are you a job seeker? Are you a business owner? Are you other? So because Mr. John Terry is a business owner, he selects, I am a business owner, and he clicks on get started. So yeah, so this is it. It says title, it says CEO, years of experience, let's say 20 or 25. Choose an image. You could choose an image if you have an image. Let's try that. Choose an image. Let's see. Okay, I've got some images here. Let's try this. Right. So next. So company summary. So you could say, let's say Mr. John Terry owns a company, an IT company that helps people design websites. Let's say Terry Communications designs websites and helps businesses market services online. Okay, so let's say this is what his company does. This is what his company does. So he just gives the summary of what his company founded. He could say 2012, and he clicks on next step. He founded 2012 industry information technology services, right? Yeah. So okay, so that's it. So that is it. He clicks on next step, right? Products, he could list the products he wants. Let's say websites, website design, another one, you could say digital marketing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so next step. Employee side, let's say 5 or less than 10. No, let's do more than 10 to 100. Website, he could add his website, phone number, email, and every other thing. Okay, let's see, that's this. Okay, so okay, Terry Global. Next step. All right. So what brings you to Bixex, right? So you choose the interest, the things that match with what your company is doing at the moment. So because it's an IT firm, you have to choose things like digital marketing, lead generation, B2B marketing, market campaign, and every other thing that matches what the company does, Terry Communications does as a company. And then he clicks on next step. Remember, this is the account of a business owner, an employer, the person that is looking at getting freelancers to do some of the job that he has. Okay, so once he's done doing that, you'll see a pop-up that says feedback. All right, so what was wrong, slow loading, customer service. You could just close it or you could just give a feedback. So yeah, this is Mr. John Terry. Can you see it here? He's a business owner. Under his name, did you see where it wrote business owner? So that is it. So this is the home page. He has confirmed his account, and this is Mr. John Terry has successfully opened an account as a business owner on Bixex. So basically, what he has to do now is, if he has, let's say, Mr. John Terry needs, let's say, a writer, a copywriter in his company. Maybe he doesn't want to employ the person on a full-time basis. He wants a freelancer that can do the job for him. It comes to deals and offers. So now this deals and offer is designed. This is where most employers spend more of their time, all right? Because this is where they can create something that an offer or a deal that the freelancers can bid on. So it is only when an employer or a business owner has created a gig or an offer or a deal, whichever one you call it, that the freelancer will be able to bid on it. If an employer does not create, there's nothing for you to bid. So if you're later on in our discussion, when we'll go back to the freelancer aspect, you'll see how the both connect, how it has relationship. So he comes here, he clicks on add a deal. All right. So let's say the industry information technology services, title copywriter. You could add hashtags, copywriting, sales, anything you want. Then he adds the summary. Let's say we need copywriter and say skilled copywriter that would assist our marketing okay, that will assist our marketing team create copies for our digital advert campaigns, right? All right, so this is a summary. Then he could come here to, he could add things he wants the copywriter to have. It could be specific skills. It could be, let's say, editing, anything he thinks the copywriter, any skill or special talents that he thinks the freelancer should have. This is what he adds here. Okay. Proofreading. And any other detail he wants. He could just add any other thing, blah, 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 and he clicks on next step, right? So here, this is where he adds the amount, right? The amount he can pay, the highest amount he could pay on the service. Let's say he can pay $25 for that, all right? And the expected duration, you could say 2 days, all right? And he adds a date the offer is to close. He's creating an offer, he's creating a deal that he will publish, that people will bid on, right? Remember, he is a business owner. So offer close date, the date he wants the offer to be closed. Today is 16th. Let's say he needs the freelancer as quickly as possible, and then he clicks on the 20th. Yeah. Or let's say 21st. Right here. So units available, if he needs, if there's specific units available, he could also add, fix something. Then upload image. So if he has a particular image that describes the project or the deal, then he could add it here. All right. So let's try it out. Upload cover image. Just need to use something. Say okay, let's use this. It's just a test run. Let's just use this article. All right. Yeah. So So then after he's done attaching an image that describes, it's not actually a must that he would do this, but it's always important that he adds an image that describes the deal or the offer that he's creating. Now he clicks on agree. I agree with Bixex user agreement. This one has to do with that you be able to, make the payment once you create the deal, the deal, because once you're done creating it, you'll be expected to, the payment has to leave you, right? Yeah, because when you award the contract, the payments is neither with you as the business owner nor the freelancer. We'll talk about that later on. There's a middleman involved that holds the payments. You're not, the business owner is not the person with the money again, neither is the freelancer. So after the freelancer delivers the job, the person will pay. We call the person an escrow, right? So these are, everything is already existing on the platform. So you click on I agree with the Bixex user agreement. If you do not click it, there's no way you can proceed. So the employer clicks on it and then he clicks submit. All right. All right. So yeah. So now once he clicks submit, right? So can you see what is on? Can you see my cursor right here? It's saying inactive. All right. The reason why it's saying inactive is because this particular deal or offer has to be approved. Right. So we have a team at the back end that goes through all these projects or deals that are created, looks at it, ascertains its legitimacy, and then approves. So after it's approved, then it's published. All right, all this thing happens in a couple of minutes. So yeah, it doesn't take so long. So he clicks on publish, right? You see, so it says your deal copywriter was added successfully and wait to approve administration. So our team at the back end has to look at it again, look at your profile, and then approve. And if there are certain things that are not okay with the offer that you're creating, then it would not be approved. So yeah, so that is it on now. If you that is it on the employer or the business owner who is creating the deal or the gig, which many of you here that are freelancers would bid on. Remember, you can only bid on projects that have already been created. You can't bid on empty stuff, right? So yeah, so this is it. This is how an employer, so if any of you here is an employer that is looking at getting freelancers on board, working with freelancers from anywhere in the world, then this is how they are to create the deal on Bixex. Okay, so that is it. If you have questions, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, and you have questions with regards to this, feel free to drop it in the chat section. I'll treat it when necessary. So that is it. We want to go over to the freelancers who are the sellers. Remember, they are the ones selling their skills to the business owners. All right, so I'll have to log out now on John Terry's account. Yeah, so we are done with Mr. John Terry. Mr. John Terry has created his deal and he's off. So probably you'll come back after a couple of minutes or after some time to check if it's been approved and if it's been published on deals and offers. Remember, when a deal is created, it goes to the deals and offers section. All right, so that is it for that. Let's proceed and find out how you as a freelancer can open an account and enjoy the platform. So you come back here, join now, right? So let's take for example that your name is you're the freelancer, you're the seller. Remember, so let's say your name is Cristiano Ronaldo, all right? Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is the freelancer. Cristiano Ronaldo cannot be an employer to John Terry, of course, yeah. We know who is older. So yeah, his email, Chris Ronaldo logo at gmail.com. Right? Just a minute. Okay, yeah. So Cristiano Ronaldo. I think I had someone laugh. Chris Ronaldo global at gmail.com. All right, so country, let's say Portugal. Yep. States, let's just use a random state. Let's just use this one. And then city, let's just use this one. All right. I know that's not where Cristiano Ronaldo is from, but let's just use that. All right. So password, what do you guys think we should use? Don't mind this series of emails here. See his password is okay. All right, so Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo is creating a freelancer account and he has inserted all the details. He clicks on I accept the terms and conditions. If you don't click on this, there is no way you can create your account. So he clicks on create new account. Yeah, so thanks for signing up, Cristiano. They've sent him a verification link in his email. So he goes back to his email to check. So let's go back and check. All right. So this is Mr. Cristiano's email, Gmail. It's loading. All right. Yes. So this is the email that Bixex has sent to his inbox. Activate your account. So most people, when I get some messages sometimes, most people, when they create their account, they don't activate. There's no how it would work. It will not work. So once you create your account, you have to activate. You have to activate. I hope all of you can hear me. If you can hear me, if you're struggling to hear me, please indicate in the chat section so that we could see if it's from our end. All right. So yeah, if you do not activate your account, there is no how you can have access to Bixex. So he clicks on activate your account. For some of you that are joining, welcome. We're recording. Maybe you'll be able to watch the session again on our YouTube channel. We'll do well to also drop the link when that has been uploaded. Okay, so once you click the activate link on in your email, in your inbox, it will bring you to this box. So you have to put your email again and your password. Remember to use a password that comprises of letters and digits, something you can remember. Okay, so Chris Ronaldo Global, right? That's what we use as his email. His password, I hope I remember. Yep. So yeah, so we're in. All right, so let's customize your experience. So one good thing about Bixex is that everything that is done right from when you're creating an account is designed to help you enjoy the platform. We don't want you to see things that you don't want to see. So the reason why you should be careful in the things you feel while opening your account is so that the platform will be able to match you with things that appeal to you. All right. We are concerned about our users. We are concerned about people that sign up and create accounts, and we want them to make the best use of it. So we don't want you to be a copywriter and you're not interested in things about, let's say, IT, and you see them popping up on your screen. All right. So we want you to be well acquainted with things that you like. That's why you should always insert the things that you connect with and you love when filling this particular session. All right. Okay. I'm a job seeker. If you're a freelancer, please select I'm a job seeker. Don't go for I am a business owner. If you're seeking for a job, if you're a freelancer and you want to get gigs on the platform, the right thing to select is I am a job seeker. Get started. You click on get started. Now, yeah. So about me, remember we selected at the first time about Cristiano, so his detail just pops up. So if you are okay with it, you could fill your address on this particular session. Then you click on next. Okay, so let's say 45 Portuguese Street. Yep, yeah, that's okay. Next, you know that's not where Cristiano stays. Next, all right, so Cristiano is supposed to upload his image. If he has one in his system on his mobile device, he will upload it. Yeah, so let's just choose an image in my, let's just choose a random. Okay, let's use this. I know that's an awkward image, but let's just use it. So you click on next step, right? Next step. So this is his email. He could add his Skype. He could add his phone number. He could add details. Let's say his number is plus 4478. Let's just use a random figure. Let's take, for example, this is Cristiano's number, and he could also add his Skype, right? You can change these details. You can change the phone number at the later on when your account is fully functional. So yeah, next step, Skype. Oh, let's say Chris Ronaldo, right? That's okay. Yeah. Next step. So skills. Now this is really important. You need to add your skills, your strengths, what you're good at, right? Let's say Cristiano is a digital marketer. Digital design. Okay. Let's say digital design, ads, let's say marketing, email marketing. Let's say he's good in email marketing, he adds, he's good in affiliate marketing, he adds, whatever skill you have, please do not add the skills you do not have. It's tantamount to lying. And when a business owner looks through your profile and sees you have this skill, that skill, that skill, and these things come into play when he's going to award a bid to someone. All right. So you don't just want to put skills because you've heard about it. You want to put skills that you possess. These business owners are the ones that select who gets which deal or which offer he has created. And most times they check the profile of the individual that are bidding. So if you have the right skill set and you can prove it, you might get the deal. So you don't want to put skills that you don't have. Please don't lie. It will still fall back on you at the long run. So you want to put skills that you really have and that you can defend. Okay. So let's say these are the three major skills that he has. If he has more, if Mr. Cristiano has more, he can add all of them at the same time again. So and now you have to insert, are you a pro? Are you an entry-level person in that field? For example, he's a digital marketer or he's a copywriter. Are you an entry level? Are you intermediate? Are you an expert? When we're talking about entry level, we're talking about people that have 0 to like 3 years experience. Okay? 0 to 3 years experience are entry level in any field. Right? So when we're talking about intermediate, then you're more than 3 years to 5, 6 years. Okay? Yeah. Then we're talking about expert, you're like 7, 8, 10 years or more. Okay, so depending on how many years of experience you possess, it will determine what you select. Let's say Mr. Cristiano has about 4 years experience. He's intermediate. So he selects intermediate. All right, so this side, you choose what you've got. If you've got a bachelor's degree, whatever degree you have, you select. All right, let's say he has a bachelor's degree. Then he clicks on next step. Okay, Now, they'll ask you what brings you to Bixex. What do you want out of Bixex? All right, so you could select more options than it's not just one option. You could select freelance opportunities, job search, professional connection, new career, blah blah blah. Whatever you want to get out of Bixex, this is where you could do that. You could even select all. It's not bad. Yeah, you could select a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, select a lot of things. Yeah, play around the platform, get to, select what you want to get out of the platform. So yeah, you click on next step, next step. So yeah, that's it. How was your experience? How was your overall experience? Yeah, this is really important because it helps us to improve. So we need you to give us feedback how it was. Let's say he had a fantastic, of course, Mr. Cristiano had a fantastic time opening his account. So he selects this, uh, love it. And then he clicks submit feedback. Yeah, so it helps us to know that, oh, Mr. Cristiano giving us a thumbs up. He loves the experience. Now, this is his account. He has created his account. If you check here, you see Cristiano Ronaldo. And if you check here, you see under that, you see job seeker, right? So yeah. And then Mr. Cristiano is just new to the platform. He just sees the first news on Bixex and he wants to read that. He could scroll down, scroll up, and then, yeah. So if you check all the features on the top part of it, you can see the home button, you can see the dashboard, the marketplace, deals and offers, the B2B matchmaking, the business directory. So he clicks on dashboard. Let's take dashboard. So the dashboard gives you an overview of your profile, right? So yeah, this is what it looks like. So your dashboard shows you how many connections you've got. Mr. Cristiano just signed up. He has no connection, zero. His profile views, zero. Why? Because he just signed up. He hasn't connected with anybody. He shares, zero. He posts, zero. So once he has created the account, we expect him to share contents on the platform, connect people, and do all sorts of stuff. All right, let's say Mr. Cristiano wants to connect. Let's try and connect to someone. Search. Okay, let's say he wants to connect with Chikodi Emmanuel. All right, Chikodi Emmanuel. All right. So he types that and he just exercises a little patience. So it pops up. Yeah. So basically, so yeah, so this is Chico the manual. He clicks on his profile. He wants to connect with him. So see, yeah. So he clicks on connect, right? Connection request sent successfully. Hope you can see my cursor. Yeah. So that's how to connect, right? You could set someone up on Bixex. If you've got friends, invite them to Bixex. Ask them for their names and connect with them. So this is his profile. Let's say he's trying to check out his profile. These are his posts, past few days and all that. So yeah, that's it for dashboard. So that's it for dashboard. So marketplace. Now the marketplace is actually, for me, it's it's the place where the freelancers sleep on. They literally sleep on the marketplace and the deals and offers. Yes, these two parts. That's where they sleep on. More of the deals and offers do because they get to bid on the projects from the deals and offers. So, but the marketplace is really important for a freelancer because this is where he shows the platform or shows the people on the platform what he does, what he can do, how he can help their businesses, how he can assist business owners, right? So if you've got, for example, Mr. Cristiano is a digital marketer. He's got many skills he can offer. He can create a project for, or I will do that. He can create a project for different skills that he possesses, right? So let's pick one skill. Let's say email marketing, right? Okay, create project. Did you see where I clicked? I hope you guys saw it. Let me go back. Now we are on marketplace. Mr. Cristiano is a freelancer or job seeker. He comes to create project. You cannot, you need to create a project before you even start bidding on anything. tell the platform, tell the people on the platform what you can do, right? Yeah. So you come to create project, right? Let's say project title, email marketing, right? Email marketing. Keywords, you could use lead generation, keywords related to that, or you could skip that, but it's always good to add that. Leads. Let's just add leads, right? Leads. Then hashtag, you could add hashtags related to email marketing. Project industry, you could choose any industry, you could choose information tech. And experience level, how experienced are you at email marketing? All right. So let's remember he's an intermediate. Let's still select intermediate. Let's say he's been helping organizations send emails for the past 5 years. Intermediate. Required skills. You could fill whatever skills you need for email marketing, right? Let's say writing, yeah, because content writing is important. When you're sending emails, you need to write the emails, and all those kind of things. So it has to be writing. Next step. Okay, so you basically lowest budget for project. Just a minute. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's do that again. So title. Okay, create a project. Okay. Say leads. Select any hashtag related to your industry. Let's say services. Then require skills, content writing. Next, oh, information tech and services. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so lowest budget, let's say $10. Highest budget, let's say $25. Sorry, 23rd, the bid deadline, expected delivery, expected. Okay, so let's say today is 16th. Let's say it's today that you start, and then expected project duration. Sorry, 16th. Okay, we have to use. Let's use 17th tomorrow. No, okay, expected delivery dates, right? So the delivery date should be some days after the date you're filling. Let's try sometime in the future, in next week, let's say 21st. Okay, big deadline. Big deadline should be, okay, it's okay. Okay, this is 23rd. Okay, let's take this one back because so basically, okay, yeah. So then any other information you think people should know about that particular gig, you have to add it here. Let's say the person should be uh, should know how to design attractive layouts for emails, right? Yeah. So maybe any other information you think is important for that particular project, you need to add it so that it will help. Then if you have an image that has to do with that project, you also need to add it here. Just click an image. Let's say I don't have any image that has to do with email marketing. Or let's just use a random image, right? Yeah. So that is it. Then we'll click on next step. Right. So you see, yeah, this is how it is. And then when you're done with this, you tick these two boxes. This is the experience level, entry level, budget, skills required, industry, expected delivery date, keywords, and every other thing you need to know about this. Then you click on submit. Click on submit. See, hello Cristiano, your project has been submitted and pending approval. Now, guys at the back end will look at it and then approve, right? Okay. So basically, once you're done creating that, that is it. It's there. Okay. All right. It's there. It's there. People can see. If you look at the marketplace, you also see other things that other people have created, other freelancers have created. Now, this is social media manager, this is UI UX developer, this is quality assurance, this is email marketing manager, this is MailChimp account setup. You see other stuff that other gigs that people have created, right? So when your own has been approved as well, this would also appear here, right? So Mr. Cristiano has successfully created his first gig. Now, if he has other things he has to offer, apart from email marketing, he needs to create multiple gigs. Let's say he can do digital marketing. He has to create a gig for digital marketing. If he can do other, if he has basic skills in programming, he can create a gig on programming, right? So if you have 5, 10, 11, 10, as much as skills you have that you want, you can sell and you can do that. Remember, the key thing is ability to do it very well. It's not just because you know little about it and you just want to. Of course, when you do a job and it's not up to standard, you're not going to get that business owner again. So you'll be shooting yourself in the leg. So yeah, that is it. So we've learned how now to create a gig on Bixex. We just want to find out how do you bid, right? Since you've created a gig, or how do you bid on one that has been, because creating a gig is more like telling the platform or telling people on the platform, this is what I can do. Mr. Cristiano just told them, I can help you send emails. I can help you in email marketing. Now, it's not enough to just do that. You need to bid on projects that have been created by business owners. Now, this is where the work is. Don't just create yours and just run away. You have to come to the deals and offers. Remember when we created that offer, that first offer by Mr. John Terry, who is a business owner, right? He created the offer of a copywriter. I think it is approved. It is, yeah, you see, it has been approved. Yeah, you see, this is the first offer we created. Okay, it's been approved. Our guys at the back end have approved it. You see, copywriter. Oh, no, it's not this. No, it's not this one. No, it's not been approved. But this is also a gig. This is a project, a deal, or an offer that has been created by a business owner. So it simply means that this could be bidded on. This particular one you can see. I don't know any of you here that write. This can be bidded on, right? So if you've got copywriting skills, you could look at bidding on this particular again. It's as high as $100. Okay, so yeah, okay, let's try it out. These are four. We have 5 offers currently on Bixex. Let's just try this one out. Let's say copyright. Let's click on it. Right. So yeah, posted 5 months ago. Oh, okay, but let's still try. Maybe the person still needs. Oh, all right. So let's try that out. Okay, so okay, so if you click on, sorry, let me go back. Okay, all right, so let's click on copywriter. So it was created by someone with, so you click on here, by. Okay, just give me a couple of minutes. Okay, you click on offers. Sorry, just give me a minute. I just want to confirm some things before we be done on that project. Okay, so basically, still on marketplace now. Still on marketplace. I don't know if you can. Are you? Is everyone there? Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, I just want to be sure that you're not sleeping. If you can hear me, please say, drop a message on the chat box. I need to be sure I'm not talking to myself, right? I need to be sure I'm not talking to myself. So, can you hear me? If you can hear me, kindly drop a message in the chat session. Okay, so yeah, all right. So you can hear me. Okay, I'll answer your question. I can see the question already. I'll answer that. Let me just finish up this. Okay, so still on the marketplace, all right? So you can as well, let's try web design service needed. Okay, let's try this. Still on marketplace, all right? Still on marketplace. Now, still on marketplace. Hope you guys get it. Still on marketplace. You've not left there. So now submit bid. Did you see where I clicked? Please let me go back so that you can see it again. Still on the marketplace, right? You go through the available gigs on the marketplace. Okay, so see this one, full stack developer. Full stack developer. You click on it, right? Let's say you want to. You see, it said it's a long-term project, right? All right, so skills required, PHP, Laravel, MySQL, React. So if you have these skills, look at the budgets, $20 to $65. That's what you're to bid on. And remember, Mr. Cristiano is intermediate. So it will also help him know how he's supposed to, the amount he's supposed to put in the bid. All right, so submit bid. Enter bid offer. Since it's 20 to $65. This is where I clicked. This is where I looked at. This is, remember, well, we're there to make money, right? We're there to make money. We're not there to spend so much time looking at this or not that. We're there to make money. So Christina goes straight to this bid. He looks at the budget, $20 to $65. Clicks on submit bid. Okay, let's say he bids on $55. All right, comment. He now has to sell himself. This comment section is very, very important because you need to be able to convince the business owner. Remember, it's the business owner that created this gig. You need to be able to convince the business owner that you have what it takes to deliver this job. So you have to sell yourself in this comment section. You don't need to leave it open. No, it's not good. So you have to convince that person. I possess 6 years experience in programming. This is your experience in programming, and I can meet deadlines. All right, so this is, you can add more things to this one to convince the, let me add, to convince the business owner that you can do this, right? Let me just add something in brackets, test training, so that the business owner doesn't think I'm bidding. I'm not a programmer, so I can't do these jobs. But let me add something, training, so that he knows that training for new signups, so that the business owner knows that it's not really a bid. It's just, I'm just trying to train people to know how they can use the platform. So you get, so I just need to add this so that he knows that training for new signup, no bid. All right. So he knows that this is not really a bid, but I'm just trying to experiment and teach people on how they can use the platform. Okay. So I will tick the 2 boxes. Remember, if you don't tick these 2 boxes, there's no how this bid will go. It will not fly. You have to agree with the terms and conditions of Bixex marketplace and also the general terms and conditions. Now, these terms and conditions of Bixex marketplace, this Bixex marketplace agreement has to do that. It has to do with that you will deliver the job at the specified time. If you do not deliver the job at the specified time, the escrow who is holding the money cannot pay you. So when you click on this, you're agreeing. It's a document that you're signing already, an electronic document that you'll be able to deliver. I don't know, some of you that are used to other freelancing platforms, this is also available on the other platforms. I don't want to mention them because I don't use them. Why? I have Bixex, so why would I use them? So yeah, you have to tick these 2 boxes. So once you're done ticking these 2 boxes, you now click on submit quote. You have to submit your quote. Mr. Cristiano has bidded $55. Remember, the highest bid is $65. So he has bidded $55 and he has given the business owner reasons why he should hire him. You can add more to this comment section just to show the person that you are up to the task and you have what it takes to deliver on the job, right? So you submit quotes. Okay, you click on submit quotes, right? So you see your quotes for full stack developer needed project has been successfully submitted to Ethelbert Wanebo. All right, so the person that created this gig is Mr. Ethelbert Wanebo. He's the person that needs a full stack web developer, right? So the bid has been submitted to him. So if there are some other bids as well, if there are other bids that he has received, he'll be the one to choose. But it's a long-term project, so he'll be receiving bids from time to time. Remember what we read at the earlier part of the description of the bid, that is a long-term project. So definitely the bid will always be there, month in, month out, and when you submit a bid, he will look at it, and if you are possessing what it needs for the bid, he will give it to you. So yeah, so you've submitted, you have to wait, right? You have to wait and you have to check. You have to check the bid, the response over and over again. So if you get a response for your bid, of course you get a notification on your mail. Yeah, and you also get a notification on the business platform. So you need to be able to download the Bixex app, right? So you need to download the Bixex app so that you could always access it quickly. The Bixex app is available on Google Play Store and App Store for some of you that use iOS devices. So yeah, so you've bidded on it. To show that your bid has been sent, do you see the red button here that says delete bid? So earlier when we had not submitted a bid, it was not there. So now it's there, delete bid. So if you change your mind tomorrow and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this thing again, I've changed my mind on this job, or probably an emergency came up and you think you don't want to do that anymore, you can just come right here and delete the bid. Okay, so that's just basically how you can bid on the platform. All right, so yeah, so basically you need to be able to create a deal. All right, you need to be able to create a deal and then bid on created gigs on marketplace. All right, so Remember, like the title of the webinar says, how to earn your first $500 on Bixex. If you create a gig on Bixex, if you're successful in creating, that's why we have the Telegram channel. Tell us that you created this, all right? We'll look at it. We'll guide you on how you can do that. The Telegram is not there for fancies, to assist you know how you can create, know how you can bid, all those kind of things. So if you've done something on the platform, if you're successful in creating a gig on the platform, just tell us, I've done this, I've done that. We'll be able to assist you further. Okay. So these are the basic things. This webinar series will be an often thing. It won't just be what we'll do once. We'll do it often again and again and again and again. Okay. So basically, these are the things you need to know about the gig. So you see, Mr. Christian already has a message. Oh, you see? Oh, fine. I'm glad this is happening. So Mr. Christian already has a message from the owner of the bid, who is Mr. Ethelbert. So he checks his inbox. You see, all right, hello, I want to discuss the project full stack developer needed with you. I don't see any of my job requirements on your profile. Fine, fantastic. Now, do you see? Remember, Mr. Ethelbert is the owner of the gig. And when you signed up, when Mr. Cristiano signed up, he signed up as a digital marketer. Yeah, digital marketer. Digital marketer does not have relationship with full stack developer. I don't know if I'm wrong. Someone can correct me. It has no relationship. Okay, so in your profile, even if your strength is digital marketing and you have other skills that has to do with this other one, you need to be able to include it in your profile. Okay, you need to include it in your profile. Okay, because he did not see the requirements, there's no way he can give Mr. Cristiano this deal, this job. He just said it now. I guess probably he didn't see the other message I added that it was a training. It was a training. So he thinks this is a real, bid that is coming up. I just need to tell him, okay, let's say for example, I just need to tell him that this is a training, all right, so that he doesn't think this is a real bid. All right. Hi, Mr. Ethelbert. Okay, Ethelbert. I need to tell him this is, I actually know this person personally, so I need to tell him this is me and I'm trying to do a training for people how to use, this is Chica. This is a training session. A real bit. Live session going on. It's real bit. All right, so I just need to tell him. So this is it, Miss Hi, Mr. Ethelbert, this is Chica. This is a training session, live session going on, not real bid. So he actually thinks it's a real bid and he wanted to discuss further with this person on Bixex. So if it was really a real bid and they could discuss further on his skills and how it matches what he's doing, and that's it, he gets the job. So that still strengthens what I said earlier on adding on your profile things that you know you can defend, skills that you know you possess. So yeah. So and if you feel you have what it takes to do the job, I would have told him right here, oh sorry, I didn't feel them because I was rushing to open an account and bid on a project. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. So it's a discussion. You're negotiating, you're defending what you can do, right? So you see the business app also has an interactive section where you can interact, DM, have conversations with people directly on the platform. So yeah, I hope he reads this and he knows that I was just doing a training for you guys. So yeah, so this, I think this is enough for today. So when you create, you can only get paid. Oh, well, let's just quickly talk about how you can set up your account, your payment account before I leave. So you come here. I don't know if you can see my cursor. You come here, you click here, you click on settings, right? You click on settings, and then you click on, you see where it says my wallet. Okay, my wallet. You click here to access my account. Okay, if you click here, if you click here, it will verify your number. Now, because I did not add a legitimate number, I cannot verify. So when you click on verify, it will send a text message to the number. When we're filling this for Mr. Cristiano, I didn't use a real number. I used a generic number. So there's no way you can verify. Okay. So, but if you use your real number, you click on verify. It sends you an automated code. You insert the code here, and then you click on verify. After you verify, you now need to add a means of identification to your profile. You can add an international passport, a national ID, a valid national ID, a valid driver's license, or a valid international passport. Okay. So once you do that, it verifies your account. The reason why you should do this is because to ease your payment. All right. We need to know that you're real. We need to know you're not using the app for fraudulent activities, because many people nowadays are doing a lot of things on the web. So we need to be sure, our back end team need to be sure. Yeah, our back end team are in US, in Florida. We need to be sure that you're a real person and that you are legitimate, and that you know what you're doing, and that you're not after dubious means on the platform. All right. So once you add any of the means of identification that is valid, it has to be valid. If it's national ID, it has to be valid. If it's driver's license, it has to be valid. If it's international passport, it has to be valid. So once you add that, you add that, you send it, you click on submit. Our team looks at it, our team approves it, and then you add your payment details. So whenever you deliver a gig, you deliver a project, and you get paid, it credits your account straight. Okay, so yeah, we'll definitely have more sessions on this, but I am confident that all of you here have gotten the basics on how to create and how to bid on gigs. Let me just quickly take the questions. I've already been told by my colleagues that the time is running short, so let me just quickly take the questions before I wrap up. Okay, what kind of gig can a realtor, GT is asking, what kind of gig can a realtor create as an employer? Okay, so basically GT, if you're a realtor, I guess you have lands that you're selling, or you have houses that you want people to buy, or so basically you need to create it as a gig. Yes, create it as a gig. If you have a house that you're selling, put the picture of the house there, put the amount, convert the amount in dollars and put it there. That's how you can create a gig. And then if you have other services you can offer as a realtor, advisory services, consultancy services, create it as a gig and create the amount you can charge. Do you understand? These are how you can use the platform. Then in addition, you can also post your pictures of your houses, the houses you have for sale or for rent or for lease. You can post it on the home page. Let me click. Can you see my home page? You can use this. You can use the home page. All right. So you can click there, add pictures, just like the way you update your Facebook. It has a social side of it. It's not just about the gig thing. It has a social aspect of it. So if you're not connected with the gig aspect, you can use the social aspect of it. You can post pictures on Bixex. You can post things that are happening around you, how you do on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and another platform. You can also actually do that on Bixex. Okay. Let me take the next question. I hope I've answered your question, GT. All right, so yeah, so that okay, she says she can't see the interface of the bidding. All right, so GT, the link of this video will be published on our YouTube channel probably by next week, and then when we do that, we'll drop the link, and then you can go back and watch over and over again. I promise you guys that the team is also working hard to ensure that sessions like these are held often. I want all of you at the before the end of the month to be able to get, when you create your first gig, we'll bid on them, we'll pay you for them. So that is how you can earn that 500. When you create a gig on Bixex, when you tell us you've created a gig, we'll look at it, we'll bid on that gig, we'll give you what to do, and then you can earn. Do you understand? Yeah, so that is how it will work. So at the end of the session, try it out, do mistakes. Do mistakes. You definitely, I made a mistake the first time I created my own gig, first gig. So you make mistakes. So keep doing it, keep trying it. If you need assistance, let us know in the chat, in the Telegram group. Will support you. Okay, we want you to get the money, so but you have to create something, create a gig. If you're a copywriter, create a gig on the copywriting, and we could bid on it, give you the job, and then you could do that. Let us know, and then we'll pay you. Everything is done on Bixex. Even the payment is also done on Bixex. I hope I've answered. If you have more questions, you could drop on in the chat session. I could take them before. I just have 5 minutes more to just wrap up. So if you have any other question, you can drop. I could take them. Okay, I don't think there is anyone Anyone again? So yeah, I guess that is, we'll call it a day. Oh, GT is raising her hand. All right, let me um okay, GT, unmute yourself and talk. You're raising your hand. Unmute yourself and then you could talk if you want to. Okay, I guess you don't have anything to say. GT, your hand is raised. Your hand is raised from her. So I thought you wanted to say something, but nothing yet. So that's it, guys. I hope I have a, I've answered your question, GT. Can't see the interface of the bidding. Maybe it's a network from your end, or if it's not your network, you might need to log out and log in again. It's showing from my end, and I've not gotten a complaint about that from other people either. So log in and log out and log in again. And if you face that challenge again, send me a private message on Telegram. I could look at it again and see if it's from our end. Okay. Yeah. So that is it. You could watch videos of this again and again on YouTube. I just answered your question, GT. How can a realtor create a gig? So you have to, the same method I use in creating other gigs for a job seeker, use that way to create a gig. If it's a house you have for sale, put the image of the house on the gig session. Put the amount, convert the amount of the house in dollars and add it on the gig and submit. The team will look at it and the team would approve. Watch this video again by next week. I think you'll get answers to your question. I've answered the question. Maybe you weren't listening when I did that. All right, guys. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. Before the month runs out, hopefully we'll try and fix another session and we'll enlighten you guys on how else you can do that. All right? Thank you, guys. And I hope to see you guys again. Bye.